September 28th, 2013. 1992 is when this song came out. Again, it's from Elton John. We moved from Minneapolis to Floodwood, and then it was up there for a whole decade, from 92 to 2002. And then moved back to the metro area and into Mounds View there. But it was a big monumentous move. This was back before computers. I remember the job had one of the requirements was to be located next, so we could access facsimiles, because they could fax the work order up. And I was still working for the phone book place at the time, and just started. I think we worked a couple of times for the trading times, but by that time had 3 years. Could have been 3 years. I remember the one long route was driving into the metro and driving to like Rochester. I remember Mother came up and went with us on one of those trips, and it was long and tedious. And we did that Rochester route for 9 years. It was like 3 years, and another 3 years. And then we did one that went down the river toward Red Wing. We did that for a couple of years, and then finally got a route up here in Duluth. Was able to go to the metro and pick up a route and come back. And we had that one for like 5 years. Cause I remember like 17 years we delivered the trade times. But the one job that we had when we moved up here was the phone book place, and did that for a couple of years to get established. And one of the and I was thinking this today, one of the jobs, because you fill in with odd jobs. Delivery was always our number one income. We was able to keep that flowing. But the one Christmas, and it started about this time of year, is that they started making Christmas wreaths for Christmas, and it seemed awful early, but they would make them and ship them out. Yeah, it had to be. But I remember we would go and get the machine. There was a machine that we took these rings, these metal rings, and we'd go into the woods and cut the boughs, the pine tree boughs, and bring them and then cut them up into smaller lengths, and then they could lay them in this machine, and this machine would bend those little tines. So you had these rings. They'd supply the rings. You had to purchase the rings for $1. They supplied the machine, and then you went and picked your own material, and you can make these wreaths. And then I think they bought them back for I'm going to say $3. Could have been $2, because you double your money. But I thought it was $3. They'd buy the wreaths, and because they sold them for like $15, so they made a pretty good profit on it, and ship them out around the country. But that was one of the things we did to make extra income during the Christmas season, was make all the wreaths. And I remember going giving some away for Christmas presents, and there was one spot there in Duluth. It was like a gay men's center, and we took a bunch of them in there, and then they would pass them out to these people that were housebound and stuff and couldn't get out of their homes. They made sure that everybody got a nice Christmas wreath that year, and we did that for a couple of years. Always up there, but 92 to 2002. Yep. Just seen a picture of the property. Jordan had it up on a website. It showed like the aerial view, and you could see the little triangle there that's next to the St. Louis River, and that was our home for many a year. We spent lots of time up there. It was definitely homesteading. It was something that wouldn't really trade. It's one of those things you have to experience through life, and some of us require adventures and different things that we need in life, and that was one of them that we both needed. Something about the woods that's special. The song One from Elton John, it talks about all I ever needed was the one, and we are watching a series. It's a British series, and it shadows a couple, gay couple, guys who've been together for 50 years, and it's written very humorous and very good. It's got Sir Ian Cullen in it, which is very famous, and there's another character, famous Brit, and they're both openly gay, but it's very witty, very humorous, and I can definitely see parallels of Gordon and I. We've been together for 30 years. I can picture us in another 20 years being that same couple in an aspect. So this one's for Gordon, because celebrating our actual, it'd be the 31st year, but if you actually count this year, this is the full year, so it's actually 30 full years, because you don't count that first year until it's over. So 30 years. All I ever needed was the one. September 28th, 2013.